Access Sportsnet Lakers brought to you by your Toyota dealers. We make it easy. Allie Clifton alongside James Worthy, Danny Green, Mike Trudell handling stuff out in Phoenix. And guys, a disappointing loss for the Lakers, who have now lost 3 in a row. And look, despite how fun back and forth, you had a shot to tie it there down the stretch, how competitive it was. I think coming in versus a Phoenix Suns squad down their 2 stars, no Devin Booker, as we talked about in the pregame, no Dylan Brooks. To look at this one in totality, the biggest key we talked about in the pregame, taking away their confidence early. Big game. The reality is you were tied at 49 at half. You were tied at 80 going into the 4th. And versus a team that has played hard all season long, that's their MO, who can hit shots. They average 15 threes made per game on the season. They outshoot you from deep by 33. They hit 22 of 50. You said that's tough to overcome, despite having a shot to tie it up.
Yeah, the minute you're missing a player, one of your star players, and if you're missing 2, you better believe that whatever's going to be on that floor is going to have tons of energy. They're going to be scrappy. They got nothing to lose. You got LeBron, Luka coming in here. That's a dangerous game to play. And you have to have your antennas up from the beginning. And I thought the Lakers, they played hard. I thought they fought back to get rid of that deficit tied at halftime. But 22 threes, and then on top of that, you give up 15 offensive rebounds. That's given them more opportunities to knock down threes. And so, yeah, it was a scrappy game. The Lakers, just didn't have enough to deal with, the effort, I thought, and the energy that Phoenix. I mean, Gillespie and Grayson Allen, they hit a lot of threes, and then you saw that last play, they were willing to shoot it with confidence, and they did tonight.
I do want to take a look at that last play, if we could, just again, because we were sitting here kind of breaking it all down, and you said they worked for it, despite...
It was a great possession. They were very patient. They attacked the paint. They got the switch that they wanted. They were attacking Luka. That was the game plan, which most teams are going to do. Not because he's just a terrible defender, but he's the weaker defender of the Lakers, right? You want to wear him down. He's at 41, so it's like, all right, how do we slow Luka down, make him play defense? Yep. Got the switch. Grayson Allen attacked. He took his time. He made a hell of a pass from baseline to the corner, and then the corner swung Royce O'Neal, top wing 3, and then JJ drew up a hell of a draw too. And to me, I think Phoenix didn't play this well either. Yep. But yeah, that's a hell of a draw for a great look for Austin Reeves, one of your top shooters, one of your top scorers, one of your top players, to get a great look to tie it. So great execution down the stretch for both teams offensively, but they were lacking on the defensive boxing out. There was a lot of offensive, rebound putbacks. Even on the Lakers side, Jake had some great possessions. Braun had a putback. So it got sloppy at a time, but high energy, high intense game. And like the game said, there's nothing more dangerous than a wounded animal. And that wounded animal got some confidence, like you spoke about late in the game. They were taking shots and knocking down shots without their 2 stars confidently. And Jalen Green didn't have it going. So really 3 of your top guys were not playing, 2 not playing, 1 not playing well. But everybody else kind of stepped up. You got to give them credit. 22 threes is hard to come back from. The Lakers did show some character of fighting and getting back. Luka brought him back, got him in it. Marcus Smart made some plays down the stretch. But unfortunately, it was a little too late.
I was going to say, you get 49 combined from Gillespie and Grayson Allen, but then again, those 15 offensive rebounds. Did you like the possession there down the stretch? As you mentioned, a heck of a draw up there by JJ for Austin. He's been in those moments before. He's hit game winners in a Laker uniform before. He had an awesome look there to tie it up.
Yeah, I agree with Danny, too. I mean, Phoenix just allowed that to happen. There's no way they should have been anywhere inside of the 3-point line. They should have just been down there and let them have the 2. But what a great play.
Yeah, great screen. Maxi Kleber made a great screen.
The out-of-bounds pass was really difficult, too, to get that over there. Had a good, clean look at it. Ran it between 2 players for a distraction, kind of a pick. Yeah. And he was wide open. So
elevator screen.
It was that what they call it?
Yeah, you haven't seen one of those in a while. They used to do that like early Golden State days. Clay and Steph would set a cross screen and run through the elevator and close the doors. You can't get through.
Well, also, sometimes I like to see the play again because I don't know how open Grayson was, Allen Grayson, when he was going down. Sometimes I think you got to make a guy make a tough shot at the rim if he's defended properly. But if it's wide open, you got to help. And so when the help came, that kind of broke the defense.
He got a step on Luka, pretty good step. Somebody had to come. I think it was Bron had to come help. Drew too, and then the one V-back, it was Austin Reeves. He's got to play two guys. So wherever that pass goes, a lot of teams anticipate that pass to steal it. But then if you miss it, if he throws it to that wing, it's a three. But he still threw it, got it through, which was a hell of a pass, and then swing to Royce O'Neal at the top of wing, and he knocked it down.
Here's the play right here.
There you go. It gets by Luka a little bit. It's Bron.
Yeah.
And then AR, and then you get a full rotation by Jake trying to get there, but he's just so far behind. Yeah. Ball moves.
That's also disciplined by Phoenix.
Yeah, ball moves faster than the man, right? So if you don't hesitate and you swing like you're supposed to, you're going to get some open looks. And they did that all night. You know, that wasn't just on the last play. Like Gillespie, Grayson Allen, they were playing two-man games, slipping out of screens. Gillespie throwing go with the big, putting Luka in action. They're just moving the ball so well tonight, and that's why they got so many uncontested great looks from the three-point line and got so many attempts, way more attempts, you know, pretty much doubling the Lakers' attempts, I would say, and then getting some good looks and got in rhythm.
When the Hall of Famer asks,
we
deliver.
I just want to see if everybody stays at home, he probably hits a decent shot or gets a good look at it.
He's getting a layup. He's probably going to get a layup. If Bron just stays home, he's probably going to get a right-hand layup. But naturally, yeah, I mean, I guess, do you give that up over a layup? Probably.
That extra pass was amazing, though, to have the patience to keep that back out.
Versus teams above 500. Every game matters. You got 24 to play here down the stretch.
Yeah, they're in a tough place right now, and they have some tough teams coming up. You know, we've been saying this for the last couple of weeks. This is 3 games in a row that they've lost, and so they're still in 6th place, which is hard to believe.
Too close for me to be in the play-in, honestly.
That's what I'm saying.
And before this game, I'm thinking, you know, they're not worried about Phoenix. They're looking forward. And right now, you're kind of looking backwards now because this is, again, a team that is down bodies, and you allow them to catch up a game. And I don't know their strength of schedule the rest of the way, but once they get those 2 other guys back and playing, you know, this is dangerous. And now you're going to put yourself in a situation where you have to win a game to get into playoffs. And then when you do win those games or win one of those games, you're welcomed with meeting the OKC Thunder or the San Antonio Spurs, because the Spurs are only a game and a half or 2 games behind the Thunder. So you don't want to meet those 2 monsters in the first round of the playoffs.
Despite 41-8-8 from Luka Doncic, the Lakers fall 113-110. Time to hear from Coach J.J. Redick, brought to you by your Toyota dealers.
I guess, where did you feel like the game turned after you'd rallied to take that lead in the second half? I guess you could point to the 6-point possession, but anything with the way you were playing up to that point?
I mean, in general, I think, you know, the thing we talked about this morning was